So this is how I made $27,000 in 5 loads. So I just made it home from my New Jersey load that I posted a little bit about in the last video. 3 months ago, I set a goal that I wanted to make 20,000 in 1 week, and it was taking some time to hit it, I was within 10 to 15,000, still having good weeks, but couldn't hit the 20,000 mark. So the fact that I'm hitting 27,000 for my 5 loads this week is amazing for me because only 5 loads, my drivers only had to do 2 themselves. I did the other ones and it worked out great. For the first 5 loads, it was 2 loads to Washington, 1 load to New Jersey, 1 load to Arizona, and the last one to West Virginia. The 2 Washington loads were $4,500 each. West Virginia was $6,500 each. New Jersey was $7,500, and New Jersey back to Arizona, I got $4,700, totaling out to a rate of $27,700. This was my best week so far. This also was my first time going all the way to the East Coast, which happened to be the longest trip of my life. It took me about 9 full days. I don't know how soon I want to do that again, but
stop the cap.
My other 2 drivers took the Washington loads, the West Virginia, and Washington, 2 Washingtons, West Virginia. Yeah, and I took the last one. So the main reason I wanted to start my channel is because I've watched everyone's videos, and you guys are all doing amazing, by the way.
You're doing amazing. Amazing!
And I really just wanted to get on, show everybody my experiences, but really just be transparent with, what I am getting, what I am making, how consistent it is, and show people that, like I said, it's possible. For this one, like I said, I got $7,500 to go to deliver in New Jersey. Second one was $6,500 to deliver to West Virginia. The 2 going to Washington, Auburn, Washington, and then Ocean Shores, which I think was a casino, but last one from Arizona, which was from the low board. So those are my 5 for this past week. So I was reading through some of the comments, and a lot of people were asking me about where I get my loads from, what low boards, what brokers. So I'm like all of you guys. When I first started, I was using all the low boards besides that and Truck Stop, but I use TQL, I use CH Robinson, I use 123. There's a lot of loads, a lot of different brokers to work with, but what I ended up doing was I specifically mainly work with 1 broker. I do work with others, but I don't look for loads necessarily anymore. Loads are usually sent to me. That's how I get the majority of my work, and it's better for me that way because when I do have openings for days to book my trucks, I'm able to look on low boards for those and still get pretty good rates. Mainly, I just work with a few different brokers that I've built a relationship with. As far as negotiating prices with my broker, first time we sat down, I told him that I wanted to always try to get $3 a mile. He told me that I wouldn't always be able to, but he would always try. So we always try to meet in the middle within $2.5 to $3 a mile. But anytime I'm going, Midwest, long distance, it's always close to $3 a mile. Best advice I can give on negotiating your rates is, talk about where you're going, what you have in your trucks, if you have a pallet jack, if you have straps, if you have blankets, really try to talk yourself up to the broker and let them know, hey, I deliver my loads on time, I communicate. You won't have any issues with me, to the delivery, from the delivery. You won't have any issues with thinking that, I could potentially not be empty when I'm saying I'm empty, and just try to be a straight shooter.
One-on-one, Irving puts it up. It's good. Kyrie Irving from downtown.
So the benefits of working with just mainly 1 broker, developing a relationship with 1 or multiple, few brokers, I should say, is getting booked out. I mainly don't have to look for loads anymore. Each week, he calls me, he tells me what loads he has, what loads he's booking, what he could potentially send it to me for, and then we go over the rates and then we agree on it. It's been like that since we met. Today's January 18th and I'm booked till February 18th with all 3 of my trucks. For those that are getting maybe smaller rates, maybe working with companies like TQL and companies that just don't pay as well, just continue to go, continue to book your loads, continue to, show these different brokers that you'll deliver on time, that you're hungry, your company's hungry, and you want more and more work, and you'll be able to work with direct customers or direct brokers that only work with you and your trucks that you have on the road. Biggest thing you have to have is obviously a strong work ethic. You have to be strong mentally because
Oh, for real? Whose car is that?
My mentor always tells me, just with delivering loads, you always want to be early. I left 5 days early to make sure I had a bunch of time to rest in between. Get to my hotel, it's about 6 or 7 p.m. So I had the night to chill. I always usually stay with Best Westerns or Holiday Inns, the Town Place Suite Marriotts, which are really nice, really cozy and comfy and all that kind of stuff. And then I just open accounts with them, build points, and you can call and reserve ahead, get free rooms and all that different stuff. So yeah, the trip was super long. Going through Missouri, I went through a snowstorm, bunch of wild weather. You know, living in Vegas, you know, you're not super used to the cold and snowstorms, stuff like that. As soon as I got to New Jersey, it was crazy because I went through, actually before that, I went through multiple turnpikes. I was told I needed like $50 to go through all the turnpikes, which are you know what the fuck are turnpikes?
I don't know.
Fuck, I don't even know. What is them? I'm told.
Nice.
Yeah, I was told I needed about $50 to go through the tolls, and I swear I probably needed like $250 or something like that cash, because going in and out of one place, you want to get off, get some food, another toll. You get back on, another toll, from Pennsylvania all the way to New York. So anytime you're ever driving out there, make sure you bring money for tolls, please. So out of the different loads we booked this week, I personally took New Jersey because I always wanted to go to the East Coast for one, but really to New York, just seeing a different way of living. You know, obviously I'm from Las Vegas. I live in Las Vegas, I should say. The lifestyles are so different. Central Park and see Times Square. So I had a really cool time doing that and making money on the way there and back. And on the night back after I delivered, I went and got some pizza because, you know, everybody wants to get some, you know, pizza from New York. I went to a place called Mancini's Pizza. Guys are really nice there, by the way. Ate the pizza, it was fire, it was crazy. I woke up the next morning throwing up all over the place, which is obviously TMI, but caught food poisoning that night, which made.
Too?
I'm not talking about shit. Should I?
Yeah, y'all is shit all over the place.
Nah, for real, I love the pizza, but I'd rather have that in me than out of me. It was crazy, like no lie.
What do you mean by that?
One of my major lessons is do not pre-pack salmon meals for your meal preps, because I promise you 2 days trying to put them in the fridge when you get to hotels, and things are going to be disgusting by the time you eat them. Do not pre-pack salmon or any kind of seafood. As I was trying to leave New Jersey after I delivered, I had caught a load off of TQL, which is crazy because I normally never use TQL. I found a load, it was 2,100 pounds, which I'm thinking is like nothing. I go over to the delivery, it was literally 2,100 pounds of styrofoam cups, and it was like 460 cases, which did not fit my truck. I was just mad hopeful that I would get it, but I did not. So I'm literally sitting at the dock after they told me, yo, truck's too small. So I started looking, I called one of my brokers I work with on one of these load boards. Yeah, we ended up finding a load back through Jersey. I was in Pennsylvania for the TQL load, but back to Jersey, taking me all the way down to Arizona, which was perfect. I got 4,700 for that one. So 2,400 miles is about $2 a mile, which is still cool. I look at loads back from long distance trips as just covering my, you know, fuel and expenses. If I can get some profit outside of that, then perfect. Got the load back, I delivered it this morning. My other two drivers, they both took a load to Washington, both themselves, 4,500 for each of those loads. The last one to West Virginia, which we were wrapping up today actually. And I actually just found him a load back, taking him to Sacramento. I did not get much on the way back for that one. I only got 2,100 on the way back from that one. Crazy thing is, we almost had a load for 5,300 back to Reno this morning, and someone booked it literally as soon as I tried to get it. Took an L this morning, but we are getting back. I encourage everybody to drive their truck starting out. I told myself I was gonna do it for a year straight. I'll probably end up doing it about a year and a half, maybe 2 years, because I have a certain amount of money and money I want to save up personally and for my business, and just putting money back into the business. But I highly encourage everyone starting out, whether you know you do have box trucks, whether you have semis, whatever the case, put the work in yourself. Really see and understand your business, see what your trucks need, see the money that's coming in, going out, all the maintenance, whatever the case, and just see and understand how the business works for you so you can be a great owner. The way I look at trucking, it's not for everybody, but if you're someone that really wants to make money, the money in this business is very lucrative. Some people say it's an $800 billion business, which I think is obviously true. And they're looking for more and more truck drivers, more and more carriers. So do not think it's too late. Whether you start with box trucks, whether you start with semis, whatever whatever the case, this business is for if you're trying to really get to it, really make money, and you know, people with blinders, people that really want to succeed and don't have a, you know, bunch of extra distractions. So this was only my second video, and I'm super excited to continue to put out more content on my channel, show my experiences, really just provide value. Subscribe to my page, like, comment, hit me up, whether it's Instagram in the comments. Let's talk, let's chat. For everybody that's really trying to get money, let's stay in grind mode. Let's keep getting this money. Let's keep working hard. Let's keep delivering these lows. Let's start investing in other things. Let's put it back in our businesses.
How'd your skin feel?
I don't fucking know.
Tell
What you mean, how did my skin feel, bro? You mean for real?
him. Yeah, bro.